What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And yes, I know it's been a while since my last upload, but I have a good reason for that. Like I mentioned in the last video that you guys saw, I do have a new mod that was coming in. It just took a long time to come in. I'll tell you more about that in just a second. We're gonna be installing that new mod today, as well as we'll be updating a little bit of my car where it sits right now. I did add small mods while I've been waiting for this part to come in, but yeah, let's get into it. Alright guys, so before I start telling you guys about the new mod I'm going to be installing today, let me tell you about the mods that I have done for about a month since my last upload. As you can tell, I've added these quick release bumper tabs. I actually was driving down from SJ to SAC and I hit something on the road. It actually bent my front splitter, but I was able to fix it, and it did scratch up my front lip a little bit, but I don't really care too much because I don't want to repaint it. I do plan on wrapping this car sometime in the near future. But yeah, another mod that I want to show you guys is going to be in the interior. And for the new mod, it's going to be in the rear. As you can see, I have this kind of like VIP inspired table in my center console within the rear. These do have cup holders, and I did get it custom made to have it so I can still use the OEM cup holders, and it still has an additional elevated 2 cup holders as well. The person that made this is actually my close homie. His company is called ArtinMotion. He actually makes custom VIP tables for a lot of cars, and he actually made this one for me, specifically for my car with the correct dimensions and stuff. If you do want VIP tables, hit him up. His IG is going to be in the description down below. But yeah, he does make amazing works. He can do VIP tables for your rear, VIP tables for the rear seat, as well for the front console as well. But yeah, check out his work, and I do recommend him if you guys need any custom VIP tables done. He installed this new spoiler I have, but I wouldn't say it's new. It's actually my old OEM spoiler. I just decided to put it back on. I do like the look of this from originally the stock spoiler compared to my other spoiler, which was pretty huge. I sold that to a friend at an SJ. I did keep the trunk spoiler as well, and another new mod that I actually added were these kind of reflector lights on the bumper. I had LED lights in them already, but one of them was giving out and I decided to replace them to a better version. These are actually the blinker tail lights that go with the brake lights, and they also are sequential when you turn on the turn signals. And yeah, that's really it for all the mods I have on this car so far. And let's finally get to the new mod that I was planning to install in this video. I'm seeing it a lot in my last video. It is actually a new hood for the car. The thing about it is that I did wait a good amount of time for it to come in, but it is worth it. I just saw it and unboxed it the other day. I ordered it back in late July for my birthday, and it is currently late October, and it came in about a little almost 4 months. But yeah, it finally came in the other day, and I got to unbox it just to make sure nothing was tampered with the hood. But yeah, I got the hood popped up. I'm gonna start working on that. But first, let me show you guys the hood. Alright, so the hood I got is actually by VIS Racing Sports. I got it off the website Vivid Racing. They did have a good sale, which gave a good price cut to this hood specifically. But by VIS, I actually heard a lot of good things about this. They had, I think, 2 or 3 different versions to this hood. I got the Evo X OEM style looking hood. And just to give you a little sneak peek of the carbon fiber, here's what it looks like. Here's a sneak peek of the center vent. But if you guys have a good idea of what the Evo X style bumper looks, hood, sorry, what it looks like, it actually kind of looks very similar to that. It's just gonna come in carbon fiber. All right, so before we start actually changing the hood, we gotta actually detach the heat shield as well as the windshield fluid sprayer from the hood. I actually want to try to reuse that just because I like the OEM look of car parts sometimes. So yeah, we're gonna try to detach the heat shield first, then the windshield fluid. All right, just got the hood off. Just disconnected the windshield fluids. They're just regular pipe or tubes to the sprayers. I accidentally broke one of them, but I think simple glue will be able to fix the sprayers itself. Got the heat shield off. I'm gonna try to reuse it just so the heat shield will be able to protect the new carbon fiber hood from the heat of the engine, just so it doesn't start fading or deteriorating from the heat. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, guys. So basically, I tried to transfer over all the parts that I could reuse onto the new hood. I used these little kind of like rubber bump stops, and then I tried to put on the heat shield, but some of the I guess some of the parts would overlap the vents, and I didn't want to drill through those, so I'll use it without it. If not, then I'll find a different solution to basically insulate the heat and it doesn't deteriorate the hood. But yeah, so now I'm going to try to transfer it over to the actual car itself and try to bolt it on and get it lined up perfectly. Alright guys, so just got it bolted up, got it done by myself. Bolted basically 12mm bolts that they gave me already. But yeah, this is what it's going to look like when it's open, and I'll show you guys what it looks like closed. Alright, and here's what it looks like closed. Go. There you go, that's what it looks like. Way more aggressive. It's pretty clean. Alright. And regarding the spacing and the fitment itself, here's what the passenger side looks like. Then here's what the driver's side looks like. I mean, it looks like that they're pretty equally spaced apart, but if you look pretty close, that this side is actually a bigger gap than the other side. But I think if I readjust the bolts and just move around the hood just slightly, I think it'll be even out. But so far, the fitment is actually pretty good. Everything lines up very, very well. The latch, fits and hooks on very well. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So basically, just finished the install. Well, I wouldn't say finished completely, but I do have to do the windshield sprayers. But yeah, basically I got it all installed. Wasn't too hard. Just took a little bit of time just to make sure I got it right the first time. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. For the next video, I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet for the next video, but I'll probably do a small update video. It's already been about a couple months since my last review video, but stay tuned for the end of the video for the cinematics, and I'll see you guys next time.